registration, so the people that were done before I did, I'd write down all their emails, and I sent all the emails at 7:30.
Yeah, it actually ended up being more difficult to do it
Yeah.
the other way. I know.
I didn't want to start halfway, so I was like, oh, let's hurry up and get it done. I started entering them all at 7, and finished just at 7:26, right before Jeopardy. Registration, so the people that were done before I did, I'd write down all their. It's too bad that Vikings thing wasn't on wheels. That screen, too bad it wasn't on wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to see, look at the background.
Okay, audio is hot.
Audio is hot?
It's on. That means it's on.
Okay.
Of course, I haven't posted
Which
the link
means
yet.
public is listening.
Well, only if they somehow figured out how to get to the link before I put it on the website.
You
so,
tell us when it's on,
yeah.
but I'm not talking anymore.
Here, I'm 6 feet apart. I'm breathing at you.
It'd be okay.
That's just the three of us. As long as we're not gonna set everything up.
So I muted it, so it won't.
proceed.
But that is
Oh,
what's
beautiful.
on our live site right now.
Great.
There's a link on our site to this.
Okay.
I had one family that didn't have an email address, so I called her.
I was gonna say,
They didn't get anybody.
so tell me about your property, or do you have to still focus on what you're doing? Just still focus on me.
Let me know if you see and hear it. I'll start recording as soon as I put the camera up, so tell Karen to wait 5 seconds after the camera comes up.
Okay.
What do you mean if the camera comes up?
12:53.
I don't know. I think she'll know. You'll know when the camera comes up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And he can hear me. You can hear me okay, Mark?
Here's the thing, I should be able to hear you because I just unmuted this. I'll start recording as soon as I put the camera up. There. Okay.
Get this out of
Yes.
my voice.
Yep. Okay, Mark, I turned on the volume for just a minute and I heard it.
So the mic is hot.
I did one of
You're
these
not
things.
yet recording, correct?
He's not recording, but people can hear us, but I see no one else is watching.
Okay.
We'll just be quiet now, Mark.
You can see how many people log on to what?
When you're on YouTube, it says 0 watching, even though I'm watching. I don't know why it doesn't count me.
Do you have to refresh it?
No, I automatically actually, because it's streaming right now live, so. Yeah, see, it says live down there. 21 people are watching.
Yeah.
According to my. So,
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for joining our virtual UPK lottery draw for the 2020-2021 academic year. Before we begin, I would like to say thank you to some very important behind-the-scenes individuals. Mrs. Jill Morrish, my secretary for the Curriculum and Instruction Department, has done a stellar job of running things behind the scene with our first ever online application. Mrs. Robin Kwiatek, our Director of Instructional Technology, and Mark Burton, who is again another tech guru for our district. We couldn't have done this successfully without them. I want to thank you for joining us again. This is our very first opportunity to do so in a virtual lottery draw, and we apologize to the conditions. Obviously, we are shut down due to the COVID-19 brick and mortar closures of the school business. For those of you who are interested in knowing a little bit more about our UPK program, we have two programs. One is a 2 half-day services through our Sidway primary school. We have an AM and a PM. Each of those classes hosts 18 students. And we have an afternoon session with our community-based provider, which is Kiddos Corners, and they offer 7 classroom placements. That gives us a total of 43 placements, which are hosted and supported through the UPK grant of New York State Education Department. This year, through the online lottery application process, we did actually receive 93 applicants. So as you go through and you notice, what we have done is we have provided a lottery number for each of the applicants so that when we draw, everybody has an equal opportunity to be in the lottery. That is part of the state mandate if we have a program that we cannot sufficiently fully fund for the district. We began our tickets at number 100. So our ticket numbers that have been dispersed to the families are 100 through 192. As you can see in a few moments, those will be the numbers that are entered into the lottery for the actual drawing. At this time, Jill, would you please lead the draw?
Do you want me to keep going?
At this time, if you are looking at the site, you will see that we have entered 93 as the number of winners for the lottery draw. And the lottery has been completed. If you slowly look at this screen, what you will see is ticket number 180 was the first to be drawn. Ticket 190 was the second to be drawn. Ticket 110 was the third. So these are the orders in which places the families will be contacted for placement into the lottery draw. We often find that we go beyond 43 placements because a number of families are either not able to get into the program they select or have made other choices by the time they are selected. So just because you are not within the first 43 does not necessarily mean you have no opportunity for getting in. Jill, would you please continue to scroll slowly through all of the numbers so that anybody watching can see where they are on the number? Thank you so very much. We will be printing this list out and posting it to our website so that any family at any time can take a look at the lottery draw numbers and see where they fall into place. The placements will begin almost immediately. Mrs. Morris will begin to contact families based on the numbers. However, no placement will be confirmed until we have the actual registration documentation with the original documents in our hands upon the opening of the brick and mortar businesses within our school district. At this time, we do not know when that will happen, but we will be proceeding with the placement as if the documentation is strong and appropriate. And thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I hope everyone is healthy